Hey everybody, Zyle here. Welcome back to another playthrough, Let's Play, for Mages with Minds. Mind over Magic. Mind over Mages. No, the game is from Klei, makers of Oxygen Not Included. This has become my favorite game. I love it. I believe this is my fourth hardcore, relentless playthrough that I am doing. The last one ended tragically. Anyone who watched my last playthrough, go watch the last episode. You'll see how it all unraveled. Basically, because of the rules I set up when I play these, I'm playing on basically a hardcore setting. So the rules are this: one, it's relentless. All difficulties are maxed out. Number two, no save scumming. If things go downhill, they go downhill. I will not reload a save for any reason. Number three, I record pretty much all of the play so that everyone can see it's legit, that I'm not playing offline to do fancy things, and certainly to save, scum, or rewind. Anyone who saw my last video realizes that it was a very unexpected death that occurred. It would have been so easy for me to simply stop recording the video, reload and autosave, and then remake the video and continue along to salvage my game, but that's not how I roll. I'm playing hardcore because rule number 4 or 5, whatever we're at, but the next main rule is if any mage, any student, any staff, if they die on my watch, the game is over. So that's the hardcore. If I suffer a death for any reason, I immediately end it and it's over. So that's what happened in the last playthrough. So those are the rules I go with. So here we go. We rolled up 2 mages that I feel are going to be great for starting. As everyone knows, I always start with an Earth Mage and a Nature Mage. I've explained that repeatedly as to why. It's in my Mage Guide video as well. But these are what I start with always: an Earth and a Nature. The Nature Mage took me a while, but I re-rolled until I got Research 1.5x faster. This is very critical, I believe, to take. I highly suggest it if you're trying to do a serious playthrough. It will really help a lot to have one of your initial mages able to research faster. And then she also has boosted hit points and power. That's excellent for a nature mage, for the starting mage, to have the extra hit points and the power. Okay. Over the Earth Mage, he's got boosted HP and mana. Perfect choice for a vivified Earth Mage who will also be doing a lot of tanking, and boosted speed, power, and HP. So I'm very happy with these two. So let's get going. All right, so the first thing we got to do is get this thing unlocked. We're going to up the speed, hit pause real quick, go repel the fog, dump our mage on there, click and go. Here we go. It's going to be unlocked. And then we'll hit the pause button. We have a bunch of stuff to do. I've already explained my reasoning of what I do when I start in many videos, so I don't want to go over it too much. This one I'm going to just kind of really just get started here, okay? So if you're really interested about how I start the game, if you watch my other playthroughs, the very first episodes, I always talk about that. So first thing I do is check on my room, see what I'm looking at. Classrooms never have any requirements, so we don't need to look at it. Bedrooms, we will be doing an austere. It just has to be private. That's easy to achieve. It means we can convert the private probably over to a dorm because it has to be private. Perfect. And then their bedrooms also have to be private. So all rooms we're looking at private setting. That's going to really be useful. Okay, dining rooms. The basic dining room has to be skewed. That can be a little bit tricky, but we will pull it off. We had to do that the last playthrough we did. And the mess hall has to be elevated. Okay, that's good to know. But again, I have a plan for that. I know how I can set that up to make sure those are wired in place. So it's skewed and an elevated. Okay. Next is workshops, very critical. The workshop has to be grounded. We know then we'll have it on the ground floor. The scullery has to be lofted. That's easy to do, but then we're going to be going for kitchen. The kitchen also has to be lofted. Perfect. We can transition into that very easily. Okay, so we're going to need a lofted room as well. We can do that lofted room on the ground floor, which is where we want it. Medical rooms, private, not a problem. In our ritual room, no condition, grounded. Okay, so we know our kitchen, our workshop, and our auditorium all have to be grounded. So we're gonna have to have 3 down here. Okay, so that's very easy. The next thing we'll do, we simply select all the trees, say chop, no priority. We select all the stone, we say mine, no priority. We select all the gut berries, harvest, no priority. We select all the rats, hunt, no priority. And then we just have to find a little bit of iron somewhere. There's one that's close. It's already that's closer. And they're about the same distance, so we'll just have them mine one of them just to get a little bit of iron in, because we're gonna need that initially. So we can't start building yet until we get a little bit of work done. So just hit unpause and let them start getting to it. Now, the problem is with those grounded buildings, everything has to be a little bit big. So what I think we're going to have to do is probably have the auditorium over here. And then we're going to need to have a kitchen and a workshop. And I think we're ready to lay in some foundations. No, we're not. They haven't got to the stone yet. Okay. Oh, I need to set their priorities. Okay. We'll set Gwendolyn that you're going to be constructing and mining as a priority, and then repair. And you are going to be doing Juan's harvest, tend, chop as priorities. Gustav, you will be doing for a while. You'll be doing hunt as a priority and clean as a priority. And we'll just leave it like that for now. We'll adjust the researches when we get to it. Unfortunately, he's chosen to mine the metal deposit first, which I really wish he hadn't done. I mean, the stone should be considered closer, but perhaps when I changed priority, he was near it. So hopefully he's going to go for a stone now. There he goes. Okay. All right. So we got a little bit of material, so we can lay some stuff down. So we know we're going to have one there, because this will have to be the kitchen, and we want it as tight as possible. We will want space in the back for two pantries, so we want 4 wide. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be 4 wide. Okay, so there's a good. We're just laying out the beginnings. So got that 4 wide. Look at these hallways set up. Okay, and then next we're going to have a workshop, and we'll be looking at. We'll want 2 research stations in the back, and just to double check them, go into crafting. I can't select them yet. Its dimensions are 3 by 2 by 3, so they're 3 wide, I believe, on the back wall. Yes, and 2 forward. So I need 6, unfortunately, in this area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to make things a little bit tight for us. We're not going to be having storage rooms perhaps so much in here. Kitchen, we need to have. Okay, we can't do it yet, so let's let them get some more materials. Make sure we put that hallway cut here, and let that go. Okay, and we hopefully have a little bit more stone soon. There we go. We have a little bit more. Get another wall set up in place. This will be the outer edge, and then for the kitchen, we want 4. 1. Oh no, the kitchen was over here. This is for the auditorium, and it needs to be fairly sizable. I do have to get another staircase in here somewhere though, so that's a problem. Yeah, I'm not very happy with how I'm being pressured already on my buildings. This is a crafting room. It's about the size it's going to have to be. Let me see. Can we maybe have our crafting room has the staircase in it? No, it's going to interfere with it. And it would have to go here. It's going to give us a very small auditorium, unfortunately. It's going to be something like that. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. So we get this in here. It will be enough temporarily. 1, 2, 3. I think it's enough to get it in. I'm trying to remember the dimensions of it. If it was 4 or 3. It's really gonna Not be ideal though to have it like that. Don't have a choice, and we're gonna have to rush foundations because we're gonna have to expand this out, because this is gonna have to get bigger eventually in order to fit everything in that I need to. So I think we're gonna try and get away with this for now as being that room. Hopefully it's gonna fit in, and if it doesn't, we'll have to put it downstairs temporarily. But I can't just wait till foundations, or can I? I mean, I could leave this as the treasure room, the staircase there, leave this all open for treasure. Oh, what am I thinking? I'm sorry, my bad. This whole thing can be it, and it can go in here. Yeah, the staircase can be within it, and we can also use it for chests and stuff, so we can dual purpose it. All right, that's what we'll do. I often forget that these stairwells, they can be there in the rooms as well. So hallway here, and that's the basic foundations laid out. That's what we need to do. Now the next thing is that this room is going to be the temporary bedroom. Or actually, maybe I'll make the kitchen the temporary bedroom, simply because we won't get the kitchen up and running that fast. So I think we can just do that. Then it's nice and quick to get it going. Must be missing something. Oh, it's just because we're not finished here. Oh, we need to get those. We need to get the rest of this in. Forgot I was just roughing it out. Okay, so we get all this going. Come on. Just like that. Got to get that room up and running quickly. And we'll let it fly. We've got only a couple hours left to finish this. I think we'll get it done in time. Okay, so furniture. We're going to need to get cots in here. Get 2 cots ASAP. Get some lights. Here we go. We'll just put 2 on the back wall. Unfortunately, the ghost is doing it. And that should be what we need for lights. Okay, so that's done. Now we can start working on the rest of it. So this can get done just like that. This can get done just like that. We'll let them get that done first. They're almost finished. Start working this across. Oops. Just do it like that. And then this one goes like this. There we go. Since the kitchen's over here, we'll gardening out this way. We know we'll do our elevated room off like that. And that's a good start. Don't worry about the fog. Initially, I don't care too much about the fog. Till it moves one more forward. Everything else is more important. I don't know that I do that stair incorrectly. Am I missing... because I didn't build that, so I think I'm missing just one click more of it. Yeah. And the day is just ending, and that's a great start. And that is what you generally want to achieve. I know we didn't get lights in yet. We will get those wired in right away. I think we'll just go with blue all across the bottom. This should be enough for that. This one's going to need probably 4 lights in order to keep it happy. So that'll get the lights done, and we'll let them do that first because we don't want any void shrooms popping. So it only needed 3, but I built 4 anyways. So what'll happen is we actually are going to build our chest area outside underneath this, so the rain will eventually be stopped. We're going to build it out here. Not ideal, but it is what it is. They're almost ready to wake up and get started on stuff. The very next thing we're going to have to do, get those arcane secretaries in place. I need a pair of them. And I don't know if we have enough, we can build a wand shaper. Might as well just get it started. We'll put that one here, and eventually the alchemy station will go across from it. Paying close attention to the fog. And the second floor, we'll be putting our dining areas over here, and then we'll be working our rooms, utility rooms, and sleeping rooms. So these will all be private up here, utility rooms off that wing, dining room here, and then whatever above it. So, and the last, we'll have to get some skewed in place. I think I'm gonna get a little bit creative though with that skewed. Instead of having the roofs and then cutting ourselves off, I think I'm gonna try to go a little bit more of a proper setup. I'm going to use the lofted stairs trick. Okay, so the research is up, and that becomes priority. And the very first thing we need to do is get down to basic rituals. I want to beeline towards hiring, so we're just going to do this one first. We've got to go in and make sure that our priorities on research is set. Medium priority. He has lightning 1, so that helps. So he's going to primarily focus on the research. And I think we want then the spirit to help. So I want to keep stuff getting mined and so on and constructed while we're moving along. So I think we're going to go with that for the research and just see how that works. And you have to, oh yeah, you got to tell then the one you don't want the research to not research, or he jumps in and then he gets stuck doing it. They can't have a situation where she's not doing it. She's the one who has the bonus. And it's all going to take a couple hours of the day to get done. Meanwhile, let's get that second floor figured out. We have enough materials, so just pause the game for a minute. We want to go... It has to be 3 higher, so it would have to go 7. And then spacing-wise, I want 4, so that this one must go 3 high, like that. Is that going to work? Is that going to work the way I'm wanting it? I think it does, except that there's not enough room now for the tables to be in there. Unfortunately, the mapping doesn't quite work out. I don't even know if I was doing this right anyways, come to think of it. If I do it over here, if I do this, that has to be 4 high. 4 high there. This ends up going 7. Does that work though? It does not. I don't think it's going to do what I want. Well, I don't want to waste the time of everyone while I think about this, so I'm actually pausing the video and going to end it. Not end it, just pause it while I just sit here and think for a little bit and to try and analyze out how I have to do this, because otherwise you're going to be sitting here watching me think for like 5 minutes and it's going to be boring. So I'm pausing the video. You'll see when I come back I haven't done anything, but I'm going to just have a quick pause and think about it. All right, so we got that sorted. Basically, the way we do this is by, because normally if you want to make a skewed room, you build something and then you build one wall like 4 high and the next one goes 7 high and then you run a skewed roof, right? But then you have a roof and you kind of lock off a portion of your base, and I hate that. I've done that so many times. I knew there had to be a solution to do it where we can modulate it. So this is how it's done. You'll see in here, we basically have like a step up, right? And we use the stairs, and the only thing is I'm going to see, can I move those stairs? Can I get those stairs anywhere else? It's not happy going elsewhere. I mean, it looks like I could get it up forward a little bit, but then it's getting blocked by something. It's invalid because it's near stairs. So yeah, it does have to kind of be back there. That's where they come up anyway. So so basically what we're doing here is, you know, we are trying to create a skewed room. This wall, the way I've set it up, where it's a wall, stairs up, and then another wall, it actually satisfies it. So we can see if we check rooms, this is skewed. Okay, and that means we're not blocking up a portion of the roof, because I had to have an elevated room and then a skewed room, unless I stacked them on each other. But it's still, as soon as I did that, I'd be denying myself building space, and it happens all the time, and I don't want to do that. I want to be able to modulate builds. So this solves the problem. Okay, so this is skewed, and then we let them continue over here. Okay, now we've got this one. Take our wall. We're going to build up to there. And then we are going to run a floor like that. I believe that's what I want to do. Maybe not. Maybe I will do it like this. Cancel that. And we will build a wall here. Just like that. Okay, and even though that's a bit of a tight room, this is going to be a problem. So I've just I slightly have to modify this. My roofing needs to run 1 more high, so that's the only problem I have. So let's do some canceling here on this. We're going to run this wall 1 more higher, just like that. We're going to leave then this alone the way it is, but we're going to destroy this. We're going to demolish this out. And let's get the priority going on all this. Yeah, there are 5, and let's 5 that up. Get that going. Pull this apart. And just a slight little mistake on how I placed my floor. We just take the floor. We're going to run it straight across, like right to there. And that should satisfy the conditions for the dining rooms. And what that means is research, and we will go to find our dining room tables, which are here. And I don't know, do I want to hit that research right now? No, I want to just do basic rituals. We got this framed in for what we're going to use it for, but we don't need it up and running quite yet. And now what this allows me to do is to also, and again, I'm going to let them finish this before I start this side. And we'll have to get some lights in. The best part about this, the jank is alive. What is doing there? How many back was that? 2 back? We're going with a 2 back system. Okay, one there. And this one was 3 forward. Basically, it's just 1 off of that. So I like things to be copacetic. So I'm going to put that. Oh, we're out of materials. We need viscera. Okay. And we got to push the fog back. So let's get that going. Do a quick little fog push. We'll get them all on it. So it gets done very fast. There we go. We are running out of time. Got to get those lights on. But that's okay. Okay, so need to get that lighting out of Viscera. Do I have any rats? There it is. Hunt those. Priority 5. Yep, that'll work. Might not get those lights up and running today, just because they're going to have to sleep. There's too much other stuff going on, which I don't want to slow down. It's okay, I'll risk it. I really wish he wouldn't build that one just quite yet. Give him a 5 on this stuff. Maybe he'll work this instead. No, he's going to finish it. No, good. He didn't. So that'll be good. Risk and voyage shrooms. He's going to finish the research, then he'll get on that. Okay, I should have the viscera I need. Get another blue torch in place. Should be here, I think. Hard to say. No, it doesn't quite look lined up, does it? Or am I facing an optical illusion? So the archway is 1, 2, 1, 2. Maybe it's even. So tough to tell. No, it's definitely back one. Sorry. Very OCD about things like this. So it needs to be there to line up. Yep. I think that's lined up. Either that or my mind's playing tricks on me because I think this is too wide. Let's just go with that. Call it a day. To me it looks janky. I should just put them all on the back wall. Yeah, it looks janky enough. Later it'll be replaced with windows anyhow, so it doesn't matter that much. And the research I just finished is giving me access to the ritual signal, which we'll need to get the materials for. Iron, viscera, phoenix flowers. There's an iron, we can tell it to get mining soon. Maybe this one as well. Sorry about that. I did actually just pause the game. It might sort of seem funny in the video. My son came in and asked me to open a bottle of water for him. Oh, and in my lovely jank, I made the wrong color. Well, we'll fix that later. Let's just check. Is that enough? That's enough, yeah. Okay, now we need to get lights in here. And I think we'll just go back wall it for now. Priority on this of 5, please. Okay. So we'll just double check my rooms, make sure I'm not having an issue here. Skewed, elevated, perfect. You gotta keep that trick in mind. All you have to do is just like build this little side thing and a stairs, and you can get a skewed room, and then you maintain your working space without having to have had a roof on it, and it would really jank things up and cut down my ability to have a room. Okay, so now we're gonna have to do a big fog push. So I'm gonna set up some of this, harvest, make sure everyone's getting busy. We need more wood, more gutberry. It's gonna be difficult. Gonna have to do a small one. Just don't have the wood, don't have the time to wait to. Feeling like I'm already, because I had to build all this and I went a little crazy. I've fallen behind on the stuff I'd like to have been doing so early. So rain's coming in, gonna damage stuff. There's not a lot I can do about that for now. We're nowhere near ready to be putting roofs on. Okay, so we can see there's a Phoenix Kiss here. There's one. I think that's what we need for the ritual. Learning Stone's going to need stone. That's fine. We'll have that. The was that all I was? And then the ritual sigil. We don't need that so quickly though. What we need was the Learning Stone. Okay, so that's not a big deal. We can get that stone. Better make sure that they are being told to mine stone, among other things. Okay, it is. We will throw in that we want these Phoenix Kisses. We're going to need them very soon, and we'll get some of these ice flowers set up. We're going to get some of these smoke reeds set up, starting to mine the more advanced stuff, and just have to sort of tell them to get it all, as well as we're going to want to mine all this wood, harvest all that wood. There's a bunch of stuff set up. We need to continue to frame this out, but we are lacking stone, so unfortunately we're just going to have to kind of let it play out. We're going to ease up on the research for just a moment. Don't want to get too ahead of myself. Everything's getting damaged for the rain. And we'll continue along with that. I think we'll end this first episode. If you liked it, hit the like button. Consider subscribing. I'm going to be making lots of mind over magic. Mind over magic. Mind your magic, mind your mages. Mind over magic videos. And feel free to give me some comments. Love your feedback. That being said, have a great day. We'll see you in the next one.